Hi, Leo. Welcome to your reading for the week of December 2nd to December 8th. Pick a comfy spot, grab a warm drink, and let's see what Spirit has to say. So, this week we are doing a future love spread. Oh, we already had a card flip over. Look at that. We're going to be taking a look at your energy, your future partner's energy, what keeps you apart, what will bring you together, and how/when will you guys meet. And then at the end, as usual, we will take a look at our self-care card and our affirmation card. Okay, this is interesting. Okay, let's take a look here. So your energy, you have woman holding a coin. Let's pull some tarot, but I think I know what this is about here. Oh my goodness. Okay. So you have the woman holding the coin as the energy, the place that you're at right now. You also have the Four of Wands, the Lovers, and the Five of Pentacles. I feel like right now you are so fiercely independent, which is very typical Leo behavior. You are fiercely independent right now. I think that you're kind of focused on like, I have everything that I need and I want, and I don't need, like a life partner. I don't need that. That's not something that I need. I have everything that I need. And I'm doing it all by myself and whatever. And you absolutely are, and you're killing it, okay? You're killing it. You're doing amazing, Leo. And typically, I wouldn't get, this isn't like a typical message. And this isn't something that like I would usually like bring forward, because I don't think that like this quite often can be a not healthy energy. But let's take a look what it is for you. So you have basically everything that you need. You're doing good. You're fiercely independent. You're happy. You have family around you. You have the Four of Wands. So it's like it's holiday season. You got all your family. You got all your friends. You're doing good. You don't like need your life partner. And I think that you very strongly display that outwardly. You very strongly say, like, I don't need that. It's fine if I don't have it. It's fine if I never have it. Like, I'm good all by myself. But you can say and think and do whatever you want. But I think deep down, deep, all the way down deep in the depths of your soul, I think that you wonder where your person is, and you feel like you've been left out of that part of life. And I want to tell you that that's not true. You haven't been left out of anything. We all come here with a different purpose. Sometimes some people's missions here on earth, or their purposes here on earth, sometimes they don't involve another person, right? But we'll take a look here and see. But that's kind of where you're at. You're fiercely independent. You're killing it. But I think if you're really, truly honest with yourself, deep down, you're like, hey, where's my person? Like, is this ever going to happen for me? And that's okay. That's totally okay. I think a lot of people feel like that, and have been feeling like that for the last couple of years, and will continue to feel like that for the next few years, because like globally as a species, we're kind of going through this huge shift and awakening. And so a lot of people are, going from being one way to being another way. And that takes, like a lot of time and effort and stuff, right? And, sometimes your person isn't ready for you, and vice versa, right? But let's take a look here. So their energy, so your future partner's energy, they have storm warning. So let's pull some tarot on that and see what comes out here. We got the Moon, the Page of Cups, and the King of Cups. So their energy right now is, I think they're going through something. And I don't think that this has to do with another person. I think that this is 100% to do with them. And I think it's kind of like they're going from the Page of Cups energy to the King of Cups energy through the Moon energy, which can absolutely feel like the storm, right? So I think that, kind of like what I mentioned earlier, to be completely honest, I think like it could be either way for you. You could be, like either one, but I really do feel strongly that for most of you, this person isn't ready for you. I think like you're good and you're just like in the waiting stage, to be honest. And like the waiting stage, I know it can be frustrating when you're not 18 or 20 years old. I can understand it's frustrating when you're 30, 40, 50 years old and you're waiting for your, forever person or your partner. I can get that it's frustrating, but you really do have to trust in the divine timing of the universe. Because that's all we really can do. And it doesn't do us any good to, just worry or sulk or like any of the other negative behaviors, right? So I think that this person right now is kind of is going through a metamorphosis right now, where they're going from the Page of Cups to the King of Cups. So they're really realizing what it is to love, what it is to be loved, what they need to give in order to receive, and what they need to receive in order to give, and kind of basically what it's like for them to be in a healthy relationship. Okay? So this is interesting too. What keeps you apart is the door to romance. So let's pull some tarot and see if we can figure that one out. Romance is the thing that keeps you apart. Let's see. Okay, this is funny. We have the Tower now, which is basically like storm warning. So the Tower, the Seven of Swords, and the Emperor. Okay. So this is kind of a specific message. I think that this person, and a little bit of you too, but mostly this person, okay, they are going from through the Tower and the Seven of Swords energy. So I think that this is kind of like, this person is very rigid and, set in their ways, or they were. And I think that through the Seven of Swords energy, which can be, sometimes it's getting a taste of your own medicine, they're kind of coming to realize that like it's not always black and white. Life is a gray area, and in order to kind of get the deepest, truest kind of love, you really have to be able to give it. And I think a lot of like masculines struggle with that a lot, because men are taught, not to show their emotions, and that women are the emotional ones and whatever. But I think that this person's kind of coming to a place where they're accepting that they do have emotions, and that they're going to have to share them and be able to communicate them if they want a healthy relationship. So that's the thing that's keeping you apart right now, is that this person needs to and it's happening with the Tower and the storm warning. Like, it's happening whether they like it or not. So don't worry about that. But they're really going from more of the Emperor energy to like more of an Empress energy. And everybody has, whether you're a man or a woman or whatever, everybody has masculine and feminine energy. And we all have to balance both of those, right? In our lives. So that's what's going on with them, and that's what is keeping you apart right now. So I want you to keep that in mind because I think that you're mostly good. Okay. But I want you to keep in mind the masculine and the feminine energies. Don't get too much in your masculine energy waiting for your masculine to show up. Okay. Just remember that like you can still be in the feminine receptive energy. You don't have to, like put on a tough persona. You can still want and need stuff and also be providing it all to yourself. Okay. So what will bring you together? This is interesting. Attachment. Let's see. Attachment. That's what will bring you together. Okay, we got the King of Swords, the Nine of Wands, and the Seven of Pentacles. Okay. So the thing that will bring you together is the fact that you're meant to be together. And so you're both on, this is a very soul contract kind of energy. And it's like, before you came, you both kind of agreed like, okay, I need to learn and experience these things. And I need to learn and experience these things. And once, I've completed that part and you've completed that part, then we can be together and do the next part together. That's the energy that I'm really getting from this. But I want you to know that like it's all in motion. Everything is in motion. So what's going to bring you together really is like patience, fate, being honest with yourself and them being honest with themselves, and putting in the work to accepting the lessons that you each came here to do. Okay. And then how or when will you meet each other? This is interesting. You have the Thinking Man. So let's pull some tarot and see. The Thinking Man. How or when will you meet? Ah, yes. The Hanged Man, the Two of Wands, the Two of Pentacles. So exactly like I just said about the, like you need to learn this and do that on your own, and they need to learn and do that on their own, and then you can come together. So it's once, I feel like you have come most of the way already and you're mostly in like a waiting period, and there's just a few things, you got to keep in mind while you're waiting. Like don't get sour about it. Don't get too much in your masculine energy of like, oh, I don't need a partner. I don't even want one. Like I'm good by myself. You know what I mean? Like don't slip into any of those like toxic, thinking patterns. You just stay in your holding, and you're waiting for this to happen. Okay. And once they have fully completed the like metamorphosis that they're currently going through with becoming more in touch with their feminine energy and their emotions and their spirituality and like all of it really, sorry, there's a plane going by overhead. I'm so sorry if you can hear that. Yeah, so once their perspective flips completely, which like I said is absolutely happening. Like I think like the train is full speed ahead here. So once that happens, that's when you guys are able to meet, because at this point you're both kind of sitting around waiting for each other to show up. But what Spirit is saying is like you need to be what you agreed to be for each other before you can be together. So that was really interesting. So before we go, we will take a look at our self-care card and our affirmation card for this week. The self-care card is something you can do this week to take care of yourself and show yourself a little bit of love. Okay, so self-care for Leo, please. Ooh, I love this one. Make an altar. So making an altar doesn't have to be, like if this is something that you've been drawn to do lately, is to make an altar for something, someone that you worship or miss or whatever, then absolutely go ahead and do that thing. Spirit's telling you that this is the week to do it. But if that's not something that you're into, the making an altar card is really just about making a tiny area of space where you can go to do, meditations, affirmations, sit in peace, talk to the universe or whoever. It doesn't have to be, something fancy. I know you can find, 1,000 videos or whatever on the internet of people, with the fanciest altars, and you got to have this and you need to have that and blah, blah, blah. This is really just about having a space where you and the universe, or you and God, or you and spirit, you and whoever can communicate, and you can have peace and trust that you are exactly where you're supposed to be right now, okay? So that was interesting. Last card before we go, our affirmation card. So the affirmation for Leo, please, for this week. Affirmation for Leo for this week, please. Oh boy. That's 3. That's a lot. I guess they're yours. Okay. First one. I let an inner sense of quiet multiply each day as I strengthen my faith in the love of the universe. So absolutely have love, have faith in the universe, okay? Everything is coming together exactly the way it's supposed to, okay? Second one, true manifestations are powered by service and love. This is really interesting, okay? Because I feel like there's so much information about manifesting online, and honestly, a lot of it is just a pile of what to be. Yeah, like people got all kinds of wacky ways that they say, like, oh, if you do this, this will make your manifestations come true. And honestly, it's nonsense. If you really want to manifest something, it has to come from a place of love and gratitude. If you truly believe that you deserve that thing, you love yourself, you love, that thing, and you're willing to, be of service to the universe in the ways that you would like it to be of service to you, then that's really how you manifest, is with love and with gratitude. Okay? And then last but not least, very special, Leo, you got 3 affirmation cards this week. Okay. When I am grateful for what I have, I can feel good along the way to what I desire. Well, there you go. That's what I just said about love and gratitude. That is so beautiful. When I'm grateful for what I have, I can feel good along the way to what I desire. That's basically exactly where you're at right now, is in this holding pattern. So just remember to stay grateful. Remember to stay in, abundance energy, in the love energy, and this person will eventually get there as well and find their way to you, okay? All right, Leo, that's what I have for you today. I hope this reading has been insightful. Until next time, remember, you are smart, kind, beautiful, and brave. Bye, my friend.